आप बोले आपकी बात ही रिकॉर्ड पे जा रही है, कुछ और रिकॉर्ड पे नहीं जा रही है।
Chairman, for giving this opportunity to
Please.
speak on this bill. The object
Please.
of the proposed amendment that a need was felt to ensure that all the state leaders
प्लीज प्लीज
get
कृपया,
an opportunity to seek unconditional
कोई बात
stay of
रिकॉर्ड पे नहीं जा रही है, सिर्फ
enforcement
आपकी बात
arbitral award
रविंद्र कुमार जी की बात
and to
रिकॉर्ड पे
promote
जाएगी।
India as a hub of international commercial arbitration by attracting eminent arbitrators. I need some clarifications from the honorable ministers with regard to the proposed amendments. The purpose of mentioned that user-friendly, cost-effective, and a speedy disposal as well as neutrality of the arbitrator. As far as the speedy disposal of the cases is concerned, I would like to know whether this is giving unconditional stay to proceedings or to be awardees a speedy implementation of this. So the intent of the bill itself is very much doubtful. The first of with regard to the unconditional stay, section 36 of the act is very clear about it. I would like to refer section 36 clause 3. Upon filing of an application for stay of the operation of the arbitral award, the court may subject to conditions as it may deem fit to grant stay. In case of fraud, if there is a coercion or there is an undue influence or there is a corruption, definitely the court is having absolute authority to grant stay of the operation of such awards for the reasons to be recorded in writing. What else is required to have a stay? Grant of stay is purely within the discretion of the Honorable Court. However, section 36(3) is sufficient to grant stay of the operation of award, and there is no need to make any further provision for unconditional stay. Further, the proposed amendment may cause delay in proceedings further. Another aspect with regard to the retrospective effect, the bill lacks of logic and reasoning. If it is a retrospective effect, it means that all the cases in which awards are already passed and appeal is pending and going to be affected because of this particular stipulation. We have to be a hub of the international arbitration. We want to make India the hub arbitration. How this will, businessmen will and investors will come in case of these provisions with regard to the delay of the arbitration proceedings is concerned by virtue of this amendment. The second amendment is regard to the omission of 8th schedule. By virtue of section 43(I), which is very clear about the qualifications and experience of an arbitrator. Now the parliament has the right to prescribe the qualifications of an arbitrator. This right is being taken away by virtue of the omission of schedule 8. We have to create a mechanism to see that there is a minimum judicial interference in the award passed through arbitration. Whether these proposed amendments will serve the purpose or not, I seek clarifications from the Honorable Minister. However, I will support it.
Thank you. Shri Satish Chandra